Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. So I've been meaning to start a YouTube channel for a while now, so here I am doing it. I'm going to start with a series inspired by Kasey Golden's 500 drawing prompts challenge, if it wasn't obvious enough. I first discovered Kasey's channel because of the prompt series, and I thought it was such a brilliant idea. I had seen the books around before, but I thought I couldn't finish one ever and didn't think much about them. So Kasey's idea of making it a video series really stuck to me as genius, because you sort of have to force yourself to do it then. And as a side note, I really like drawing, but I never know what to draw. So these books can really help you jumpstart your creativity and help you practice. So I've been doing this to force myself to do something I love. The reason why I'm making these 300 drawing prompts and not the 500 one like Kasey, it's because I don't want to be influenced by Kasey's interpretation of the prompts, and I don't want to stop watching her videos either. So let's get into the rules. I'll be following the same rules Kasey set for herself, which were no skipping prompts, no looking ahead, no fan art, and drawing one page at a time, for pretty much the same reasons she did. But in order to make this a little bit more my own, I'll add one more rule, which is every prompt illustration must contain at least one metallic watercolor detail, because I bought them now, so I might as well use them, and a pressed flower detail, just to see how they can be incorporated in an illustration. So without wasting any more time, let's just get into the illustration. Let's go! So the first prompts that I got in this book were angel wings and Dr. Seuss's hat, and really getting an idea of what I wanted to do and how to incorporate them was harder than I thought it would be. But after a while, I just started sketching ideas that I thought would be a good match. So the first idea that I got into was maybe a mother that had passed away, and she was, like an angel now, and she was looking after her newly born baby or whatever. Maybe she had died in childbirth, and she was now looking into her baby's crib. She was holding a Dr. Seuss's book, maybe to tell her baby a bedtime story. But then after sketching that, I thought it was maybe a little bit too grim for my first video, so I decided to move on to another story or illustration idea, I guess. So I started thinking about a kids' costume party, that maybe there was like a little crowd of kids all wearing different costumes and stuff, and for the entertainment of the party there could be a storyteller. So I started sketching that, like a kid dressed as an angel and a person wearing the hat and read them a story. I thought it was a lot more appropriate as a first video, and yeah, so that's what I decided to go for. So going into this illustration, I had the main idea, but I hadn't really planned it out as well as I could have, and I think it shows because my illustration ended up being a little bit plain. Spoiler alert. But I just I added a couple of kids behind our main girl, who is the angel, who's dressed as an angel, and that's it. Like, that's all I did. So yeah, I really liked how it turned out in the end. I like the little kids especially. I'm not very good at drawing little kids, but I really like how these ones turned out. But yeah, looking back at it now, I kind of wish I had planned the colors a little bit better and the background, or maybe even left it with a white background. Like, I think that would have worked out better. So for the next prompts, I'm gonna make it a point to plan out my illustrations a little bit better so they fit better in the page, and the backgrounds are a little bit more established. And yeah, so this is how it turned out. Anyway, for the metallic watercolors that I used, I kind of made little details. I gave the wings of the angel a certain bluish glow, and the little halo that on the angel girl, I painted it yellow. I also gave the butterfly girl's antenna a little bit of glow, just a little bit of sparkle, and that's about it. This is what I mean when I said I wished I had planned out the background a little bit more. I just made it like a striped background, and I don't know, I don't think it matches really well with the rest of the illustration. It doesn't really make sense. But I do like how the little crowd of shadow kids turned out in the back. And for my dried petal, I use it to make like a little dragon in the cover of the book. I just pasted it in the background and then made it like a book about dragons, and that's it. So yeah, if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel for more experiments like this. So thank you.